Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a losers bracket match here on Zelda 1 Randomizer. We have RaikouRider and Czardia, two people who have fought before in Swiss Round 5. Let's see what happens this time. I am Wolfling0370 on trackers JLo. We also have Chris back there doing the restream. And oh yeah, I almost forgot. My co-commentator Leslie Pro. How's it going, man?
Going well. Hopefully everyone's having a good evening. And this is going to be not only a good race, this is a rematch of Swiss Round 5, which saw RaikouRider shoot through to a race PB to advance to the bracket stage, while Czardia had to get to this point via the play-in race. And all time, RaikouRider has won 3 of the 5 matchups, but this one is definitely for keeps.
Yes, like I said before, it is a losers bracket match. One of these two is going to be eliminated. And we are not playing on the Swiss rules. We are playing on bracket rules. Do you want to go over that, or shall I?
I got this. So in the bracket stages, your enemy HP is going to be plus or minus 2 from its base value. Plus, watch out in dungeons because you will see second quest rooms.
That's right. And what that means is that we will have push blocks pretty much anywhere that it can be in the center row on the left side. We'll also see some unique rooms to second quest. We do not have doorways, though. That is later on. Another thing we have in bracket stages is the inclusion of community hints mixed in with the regular hints. It will be very clear, though, which ones are community and which ones are helpful. No deceptive hints.
Yep, that's not yet. Thankfully, that isn't happening yet.
They will. Hopefully, there are no deceptive hints in this period, but there will be a point in which there will be no helpful hints whatsoever. It'll be all community. But yeah, let's give it up for these runners here. And looks like we have a little bit of a color variation, but the same sprite overall.
Yep, nothing wrong with variation. Might make some of Czardia's sprites appear differently, but variety is the spice of life, as they say.
You know what also is the spice of life? Let's get started. And they're starting right next to the forest cave here. Let's see what's in here. It's a shop that sells meat and it's hard. It's not really that great. We'll see where they go from here. Oh, Wizard's on the overworld. That could be a small problem.
Yep, but once they hit dungeons, it won't be. Ooh, secret on Raikou's side 14. That's a good sized small secret. With the vanilla
yeah, it is.
bean
And the white sword is our ladder item. Ooh, that's a big one.
Definitely a good choice for a good coast item, rather, because that's an offense upgrade that can really come in handy.
And we found the blue ring shop at vanilla level 2. Vanilla price, still not that bad.
Yep, Czardia just picked up the small secret that Raikou found.
Ooh,
and that's nice.
Yeah, unfortunately was not able to check that Armos before the Blue Reserve got him. Thankfully, he's not too far away. He'll just have to go up to a couple screens again.
Yeah, this has the potential to be a really tough overworld early with Wizrobes near the start. And blue Wizrobes are not going to make this easy at all.
And that is a staircase, so that is not our Armos item, but hopefully it's something good.
Medicine shop.
Yeah, not a good spot. I don't think they're going to find medicine there. And we also have dart nuts on the overworld. Oof.
Well, the dart nuts, at least you can get around fairly easy. It's these Wizrobes that I'm worried about more than anything else.
And another staircase found by RaikouRider. So we don't know where the thing is. And we got fairly expensive bombs, but Raikou does have enough to buy them.
Well, it's a 13 bomb price, and with a small secret at 14, they're within purchasing range by 1 rupee. So Raiko picks up a pack and finds any roads. First one at Monocle Rock.
And the second one leads to the dead end. He's going to go ahead and check this open cave here real quick. And we have a Take Any Cave and level 3 found, respectively. Starting to find that Take Any Cave just south of the desert. And Raikou's going to dip this level 3 found in the bottom left corner of this map.
Not going to get too far, though, because Tech Types have such erratic movement that Bomberman strats against them are probably not the best idea.
Yeah, he's probably going to hop on the staircase and start looking around him some more. No, he's going to go over to vanilla level 3. Nope. Faked me out.
Faked me out, too.
And the second one leads to the Grave Armos, which do not have an item. This is actually a cave location. So overall, from the 3 rowers we've seen, these are great warps. At least in my opinion. And we have yet another Armo staircase here. And the medium secret is a little above average, 33 rupees. That's not bad at all.
Yep, and Czardia just found that out from another rupee space, and now we got money-making game. Not today.
And they'll have moderate luck at scoring this seed, hopefully. As Raikou goes to check the forgotten spot here, this isn't... Nope, he's screen warping all the way over to these Armos. He's looking for that Armos item. And it's the heart container, unfortunately.
Czardia finding level 4. At vanilla level 1, I might add.
I mean, that's not that bad.
But that is right there, a ladder block. Not going too far in that dungeon.
Well, we don't know if there's a way around that. And we find the wooden sword. I didn't quite get to see the cave. It's at the medicine shop across the bridge.
Yep, right outside the Dead Woods. Good place to find it.
And
oh! Now that is a white sword item. Definitely worth picking up.
That is the any key, ladies and gentlemen. That is infinite keys if they have 4 to 6 hearts. And RaikouRider has it. And we have... Wow, that's positive on all secrets.
106 might not quite be the threshold for Laws Cards Fan 23 approved, but that's still above average.
Yeah, we got +4 in the small, we got +3 in the large, and +3 on the medium, and +6 on the large.
Let's just hope the door repair is also a minus.
And it looks about 19 rupees, so yeah.
-1. Well, that's still a minus.
I didn't quite get a good look at the numbers, sadly, but we'll see.
Confirmed by chat, 19 for the door repair. And Red Riz Robe just pulls the snipe out. And the white sword item is not at 4 hearts, so it's 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's either at the vanilla 5 or it's even greater at 6. And, where did that heart container from Czardia come from? Did he find the Armos item?
No, I think he found one of the take-any's. And Czardia finds level 6 under the burn spot near vanilla start.
And we have a dungeon here, Keys and Giftos. Not too bad of a layout. And we also have Virus here in level 6. And there's just the heart container lying down on the ground. That's actually a great find for Czardia, because combined with our knowledge of the Armos item, we know that Czardia has a guaranteed any key.
Yep, he just has to go to the Armos item and go back to get it. That may not be required, but it's 50-50.
And he can basically guarantee it, but he doesn't necessarily need to do it again, like we said. He could just need it on, you just grab it here on 5, and he's gonna check right now. 5 is enough! Infinite keys for Czardia.
And that also serves another purpose as well as having infinite keys. If the tolls ask for keys, you can just pick the keys option every time and not have to worry about losing keys or anything else for that matter.
And we have the magical sword at the vanilla wood sword cave.
Well, that just makes things interesting, and that's old news, old man.
No, it isn't. Not for Raikou. He doesn't know where it is.
Oh, for us it is, but Raikou just found out. Actually, no, he didn't see it yet, but when he does, he'll be glad to see it, but he does need one more heart to get it.
And we know from just looking nearby, there is at least an Take-Any road there, if and going by Czardia is any indication.
Yep, because meanwhile Czardia is in 7, and down to half a heart without a sword. Oop, Goma, yeah, just gonna reset that so that the projectile can spawn elsewhere.
And level 5 is level 2, and this is actually pretty important for RaikouRider because it is a guaranteed floor drop item, which means he doesn't have to go hunting for a staircase unless this is segmented.
Yeah, but Czardia is noping out of 7 because, well, you sort of need a sword to take care of enemies.
Well, he's almost to his sword. Oh, but we've potentially a ladder block here in 2.
I hope that ain't a real ladder block, because ladder block's not fun.
Well, he can get around it if he kills these enemies in this room. And we have weak moblins, actually. They only take 1 hit.
Not a bad enemy to have squishy.
Unfortunately, we would like the blue ones to be squishy, because those are the bomb-dropping ones. And Czardia getting some help with the fairy fountain. Pretty wise choice there. Now, even though this is a push block room, it does not lead to a staircase because of the shutter door.
This could be dicey. Dibdos plus you've got turrets firing at you. And, yes. And the money-making game takes all of Czardia's money.
Ouch. And Czardia's about to pick up another heart container here at the Armos. It's on that right statue.
And Raikou took a death, and I believe he is noping out. Probably going to come back with better health and defensive resources.
I do not blame him. As we find a money-making game at the waterfall, we'll see what the vanilla White Sword Cave has.
A number of blue wizrobes guarding it. Raikou's not going up there right now. Can't blame him.
Yeah, with those blue wizards, it is kind of difficult. And we see that the Octoroks have rolled high on their health. Now, the faster ones actually have a different health roll, so we don't know what hits they take right now. Yeah, with all the high-valued rupee drops, I do not think that I think Red Ring's going to be absolute pickup for both of these runners.
Yep, and it looks like Raikou's trying to set a screen scroll to get around those blue dark nuts. Can't blame him for that, because when they hit hard.
And Spectacle Rock has for Raikou a donation man. And right next door is a rupee. So a little bit of extra change.
Now Czardia is in level 3. We know Raikou had to back out due to not having only bombs. Now Czardia is able to beat these tech types using the candle. Could find something that Raikou wasn't able to find.
And yes, Casey Ace is right. We do have a White Sword at the coast item here. We do have that noted. but they do need the ladder for it.
Segment
And we have a
3.
staircase, and that means it's segmented. You normally do not see a staircase. Oh wow, they straight to the Triforce.
And it looks like Czardia is going for the Rick 6 instead of picking up the Triforce. Is going to explore the dungeon a bit more.
I don't blame him. He still needs the item out of here, and he could also get a hint to where level 4 is. Ooh.
Those gels aren't squishy. Not cool.
Yeah, unfortunately, he cannot kill them with the candle. Speaking of which, RaikouRider is going to pick up a hard container here and have... Oh no, he's going to pick up his candle. This is the first one he's found.
Czardia grabs a triangle out of 3.
So yeah, does not need to find a candle shop, which is being kind of elusive actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, the candle shop could be the rare shop in this case. But now at 5 hearts, RaikouRider can pick up his any key. As soon as he makes his way back there, that is. But he might just start exploring around and lighting stuff on fire.
And he finds
level 9 by doing so.
Yes, he does. And checking all these burn bushes here. Finds another bomb shop.
These bomb shops are pretty common. First bomb spot on the coast, donation.
Yeah. Second one's also a donation, jeez. There's another one of our taking road. Oh, that's our last road, right there on the coast. So now we know all 4 of our roads are, and they are pretty well spread out. These are some great any roads.
Yep, definitely some of the best any roads that we've seen in a while, because I've seen them good, I've seen them bad. These are on the good side of the coin.
Yes, but now the question is, what are they gonna do next? We haven't yet to see anything inside dungeons. We haven't yet to see a single dungeon on them.
Yep, the only thing we've seen out of dungeons to this point would be the dungeon heart container out of 6 and the Triforce out of 3. That's it.
Yeah, we don't even know where any of our key items are.
That might change at this point because Raikou's heading into 3. He'll find out all that we know about this dungeon. And it looks like those blue Tektites are also squishy, so that's a plus.
Either squishy or normal HP. They already take 1 HP to begin with.
Oh, 1 HP is better than all the other options, so we'll take it.
And this staircase that RaikouRider finds is that segmented staircase. And Czardia is up at level 9. We know there's something... Or vanilla level 9.
And Raikou picks up his triangle out of 3. Probably going to jump right back in for an item. Wouldn't blame him if he did that because we have absolutely no idea what's in what at this point.
I see that jokey tap, to which I say... Well played.
Yep, GG.
And we have a hint shop!
I like big shields and I cannot lie.
That is a community hint, unfortunately. The 29th most of the hinter is another community hint, unfortunately. Is the third one going to be a community hint? No, it's not! Gleok clerks with a wand! That is... And level 4, that means our wands in 4. And we also had our bait block in level 3, but it's useless unless the bomb wall behind him is used. There's a bomb wall behind him.
Well, it's gonna be useless anyway, because that's the silver arrows in level 3.
Yeah, that is great indeed, but they need a bow to fire that.
Still, that's one of 2 items that you absolutely have to beat the game, the other being the bow. You could add ladder into that list too, technically, because most seeds do require it, and this one does.
Yeah, most likely. I would have put it past them. But yeah, once we have that bow and we have knowledge of where the silver or the step ladder is, we might have a go mode situation. But we'll see. It's still pretty early on. We're only 20 minutes into this run, if that.
Yeah, good point, chat. Czardia is going to have to go back to level 3 to get the silvers. However, no real advantage at this point because it is that early.
Well, the only advantage is if RaikouRider finds the bow in the next dungeon he explores. And we know it's not going to be in 4. And I say this because the arrows do magic sword damage. The silver arrows.
Yeah, and with how powerful they are, Raikou's not going to need to worry about finding an arrow shop, which might also be in the rare shop along with the candle.
Raikou has found level 7. And uses the infamous door glitch to get the front door open.
Yep, Nintendo made that one known themselves, so they knew about it, and were cool with it. Now, this is where not having the any key could potentially hurt Raikou, because he did have to open a locked door without having access to the any key.
Yeah, but his any key is nearby, if nothing else. It's only a few screens somewhere. But yeah, with the silver arrows just lying on the ground in 3, having all this money, there's going to be a lot of arrows being slung. But I also think we're going to be seeing blue rings purchases in this run.
Yep, wouldn't surprise me. Now, unfortunately, without having bow, these annoying little rabbits known as
Paul's voice.
Paul's voice, I had mixed up with something else, don't mind me. They are tough to kill with the sword.
And they do a lot of damage with their hugs.
Yep, and that bunny hug for RaikouRider was 100% fatal.
Yeah. The only way you could kill them instantly is with the bow and arrows. Now, fun fact, they were actually, I believe, at one point in the Famicom covers, they were intended to be killed with sound through the second controller, but the NES did not have that functionality, so they just changed it so that arrows kill them.
Yep, Czardia finds the old news hint. Because he definitely knows it. But yeah, basically, NES did not have the mic functionality for that to work, so shouting into the controller to defeat the Pulse voice will not work. If you try doing that, you're going to make yourself look extremely silly, which would only be good for shows such as American Home Videos, and that man Handler is taking steroids!
The +2, -2 enemy help also applies to bosses, and I believe Ganon is also involved in that, but his HP is currently at the maximum 15, so it's only going to go lower, not higher. So we could have a situation in which 13 in sword hits can get Ganon to his vulnerable state.
That would be 7 hits with the white sword, same number of hits with mags. Yeah, there's a good chance of seeing Lionel's in dungeons, because we haven't seen him yet, as RaikouRider runs right into it with his robe. That's a death.
Yeah, I think we're going to see them in, I don't know, I'm going to say 5, maybe?
Would not be surprised to uncover a dungeon and find a Lionel den. Raikou has found the hints that Czardia found earlier. Now, he's going to find 2 hints that are community and 1 good hint.
And he's doing something smart here. You'll notice that he saved before buying the hints. That is because he's going to do... Yes, he does. Now, here's what he's going to do. He's going to up A and select retry here. That's going to put him back and allow him to keep his money here. But he still has that information. So he's most likely going to beeline to 4 if he can find it and get that wand for his extra damn to improve his combat.
Nope, he's going to give me a chance to rap. I like big shields and I cannot lie. He hit up A and retry.
That works way too well.
It certainly does, but that's a work in progress, believe me. I can't improv that well.
I mean, it's not that hard. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting off topic here. RaikouRider is heading over to what looks maybe Candle Alley here. We'll see. Meanwhile, Czardia is checking Lost Hills. Probably going to stumble on the Vanilla Level 2 here in just a little bit. Or Vanilla Level 5. Yeah, he's setting up for the screen scroll.
Yep, Raikou taking the fairy refill. Czardia hits the screen scroll into level 2.
And Raikou is checking south here. He's gonna stumble on the level 6.
And he just did. Whereas Czardia is going to find the dirty little secret about level 2 having the ladder block to the north, and he's not going to be able to get too far without a sword, which he has not made his way over to that part of the map, unfortunately.
It seems the chat is making fun of my stuttering here. I do apologize for that.
Happens to me. Happens to all of us, case in point.
Indeed, indeed. And we do not have high HP virus, which is a good sign.
Yep, and it doesn't look like Czardia is going to be able to get to that one. Whoa, okay. Good pause buffering strats, and the top of the waterfall has level 5. Nicely done, Czardia.
Yes, nicely done indeed, and that's one west of its vanilla location. But again, does not have sword. He has yet to check the medicine shop up just west of the bridge.
And RaikouRider takes a death from a red landmula. Those are a bit, in terms of combat, they're easier to manage than the blue ones by far.
Yeah, the blue ones are, for lack of a better term, are pretty hyperactive.
Yeah, those ones are going off the rails on the crazy train. Also, shout out to whomever called that spot where level 5 was the top of the waterfall being level 5, because that was a heck of a call. And we got Lionel's in 6.
Yep, those sword beam shooting. Oh, and that is the Chevy room. That is ladder required.
Oh shoot. But good shoot because you got blue landmulas on the other side of it, so that's a good shoot.
Yeah, don't worry about that one at all. Now, Raikou's got to be careful here. Got traps and the firewall shooting at them along with these two Gyptos. Ooh, takes an F. And so does Czardia!
Well, that was interesting.
Double knockout.
Yep. Double knockout, so we gotta go to the scorecards. Oh, wait, the judges don't have that for us yet.
RaikouRider has now found the location of the magical sword. He still doesn't know where the white sword is. We know it's in Candle Alley. Or rather, the cave is.
Anytime you got Wizrobes on a screen and you get a clock, that's a good clock.
Yeah, any clock is really good, except when it's not dropped by the last enemy.
Well, last enemy got traps in the room, then it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but traps are easy enough to dodge. And it looks like Raikou's going to start on this end of Candle Alley. He will eventually stumble across the White Sword Cave and pick up the ending key. Oh, and here's the other hint shop.
Ooh, this is a tough call. Take the hints now or come back. And we get Tingle's magic words, which the old man stole.
And the middle one is, step over the water to reach the magic boomerang. That confirms we do have a ladder lock in a dungeon, but only for an item. The last hint, a new challenge appears. So, we got information. There is one of the items in the dungeon is ladder locked.
I agree, because Raikou flashes the RaikouRider on screen for that hint. Well played, and I agree.
All right. But while he was doing that, he found a taken cave. So, and a potion shop. So right here, this is the one he wants to check. Don't get killed by the dark nuts. There it is. No, actually, Etap, the middle hint was actually helpful. We know that even though it's scrap metal, we know that the item in one of the dungeons is ladder blocked. And in all honesty, at least one boomerang is okay because of the plus or minus 2. If an enemy rolls to 0 HP, they can be killed by the boomerang. And unfortunately, we might have a ladder block here in 4, but he's going to check the 2 walls here.
Nope, only checks 1, because he's going to head out, scroll to the right, come back to the left. If that doesn't break open, then level 4 is 100% ladder blocked.
No,
nope, he's not doing that yet.
Yeah, he's going to check this last cave here. It's because it already enters level 7. And Raikou gets his hints back.
And another donation fee. And Czardia at 29 minutes in, just about the half-hour mark, gets his sword.
Yeah, now the mind games are starting to take place, because Czardia spent all this time not checking that cave. He has to now wonder, how long has RaikouRider had his sword if he has checked that cave?
That would definitely be one thought process. The other thought process is, now we can get going and get to fighting. Meanwhile, we get a dicey situation on RaikouRider's side. He has a cave to bomb open. Those dark nuts did not make that easy. And that's a take any.
I think this is our last take any as well.
Yep, he takes the heart.
Oh, and I do believe that is also the reverse is true. Raikou picked the Yankee second. He doesn't know how long it's been since Czardia's had that. So he doesn't know how much progress Czardia's made. So once again, that's where the mind game aspect of this comes into play. Both of these runners don't know where the other is. So when it comes down to level 9, they might take some insane gambles to try to, because they might think they're behind.
Yep, that's definitely possible, but as for Raikou, he did pick up paper, so he'll be able to purchase potions now.
And the one advantage Raikou has is that Czardia will have to dig 3 again for the silver arrows. He left those behind. And a nice forced bomb drop there by Czardia.
Well played. You kill 9 enemies without taking a hit, and you kill the 10th with a bomb. Then you forced a bomb drop, otherwise that drops a blue rupee.
Yeah, there is a whole nuance to manipulating the drop table. I don't know it by heart just yet. There's our candle shop finally, and it's on the relatively cheap side, but we don't need anything in that shop. RaikouRider's all set. He knows there's no bait block. Ooh, Czardia took a death as well.
Yep, that was unfortunate, but the ladder blocks in this seed. I'm starting to think that the real advantage is going to be picked up by whomever gets the ladder first.
And for all we know, it could be in level 1, which we have yet to find.
Yeah, and because we haven't found level 1... Oh, wait.
Oh, but we found level 8, and this one's just as good of odds as any.
Yep, because you can get 2 items out of here. They're both in the cellar, and you will have transport staircases here. Level 1 might have been the better option, because it's one on the ground, one in the staircase, and you won't see a transport staircase there unless it is segmented. And for the first time in this seed, name that ink blot.
Bone finger, right? Easy.
Yeah, I could see that. And that little slot probably has a beverage in it. Just don't spill it.
Yes, anytime the seed has maps. Not sure if you're joking or not, but...
Yep, and Czardia has gotten further into 2 than Raikou did, so that could be to an advantage.
Oh, and a nice clock by Czardia. Or RaikouRider, rather. I got it mixed up. Giving back an 8 at the resetting the room to open this door. But that door was already open, so I don't know why he was... I guess he was firing bombs.
And we've got the old man acting like the younger Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Or rather, Dwayne "The Octorock" Johnson.
Hey, that joke was bad on so many levels.
And
the reference is
just as bad.
Oh no, yeah, you were fine. Alright, the impression was terrible.
Meanwhile, we get some health situations with RaikouRider at half a heart with all these Gibdos. It's already at 1.5 heart with a similar room with Gibdos, but a different tile setup entirely. These blocks, however, are kind of making it a bit more manageable for Raikou, and he gets them.
Yeah.
Well, block's not moving.
Nope, that is not a push block, unfortunately. That could be. Casting Magic Missile at the darkness. I don't understand the reference, unfortunately.
Yeah, that one flew over my head as well.
Ooh, Goma. Could be guarding the Triforce. Otherwise, don't just ignore it.
Speaking of Triforce, we just got the compass in level 2, so now we know where the triangle is in that room. Dungeon, rather.
But we don't have the item, and Raikou does take an F. There's the item in 2. It is the raft.
Now the 2 sail spots have opened up for Czardia. They could be dungeons at this point, because we still have yet to see level 1.
And another large RaikouRider. Now, some of those rubies just got wasted, but now he has enough to buy the blue ring.
And with how hard some of these enemies hit that he's encountering, that would be a very good pickup.
Yeah, I think he's making a beeline for the shop as we speak. Because these staggered orange Wizzrobes are not fun. And Czardia is still diving into 2 here, looking for that... Triforce, and we have it right here. It's in this room, Giftos. And yeah, blue ring purchased by RaikouRider. That will double his defense. Which essentially just doubles his health.
Yeah, but Czardia does have to be careful here because those turrets are going to be relentless. Got him. Now
And
he hits the triangle.
But
he fakes us out as he's going after the Dodongo.
Why is he going after the Dodongo?
Beats me because there was clearly a bomb drop on the floor, so maybe he wanted 8 bombs, I don't know. But either way, he's got the triangle and the item out of 2 and is going to be moving on, possibly to either raft spot.
Yeah. So it comes down to which dungeon has the ladder. We don't know where one is, and have we found any other dungeons we are missing?
I believe it's just level 1 because we've seen where 2 is. Czardia just got out of it. 3 had the silver arrows. We know 4 has the wand. And I believe we've seen that dungeon 2 and its ladder blocked.
And we've seen 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, we're only missing level 1.
Yeah, so it's possible that one of the 2 sale spots has level 1.
We have a question, chat, from Piercing Morgan. Is there always targeting each level 1 and 8? Yes, that is. The boss art is shuffled into the item pool for the floor drops, but it's always there. In addition, you can sometimes find the coast heart amongst the item pool. We've already found that, though. That was our Armos item.
So Czardia is having a look around level 5, so those raft spots are going to wait a bit longer. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It'll be interesting to see what he finds here.
And we already have the 4-drop dungeon item in level 2 from Czardia. It is the raft, so I do not think he'll be going back anytime soon, even for the heart container.
Yeah, because heart containers are really unnecessary. Ooh, got the compass out of that room. Nice find, because now you know where the Triforce is in the dungeon.
But yeah, it doesn't matter if it's on a boss or not. It can drop from anything in the room. Like, for example, we saw the 6th one just laying on the ground early on, so they just picked it. So both the runners picked it up immediately.
Yeah, when it's on the ground like it was in 6, there's no reason to not pick it up unless it's ladder blocked.
Yeah, it does not necessarily tie to a boss.
Yep, although sometimes things do get tied to bosses, like you could have a Goma blocking a Triforce, for example.
And
I've seen that.
And we do see Raikou back in level 8. He has not found anything in here. And I think it was forced to leave due to the lack of health. Just getting bodied by the enemies. But with now the blue ring, he should be able to survive a little bit longer and explore a little bit deeper.
Yep, he's Lionel hunting. And he picks him off. Big Game Hunter, Breath of the Wild style.
Oh, but he got locked in the room with the Goma. And there he goes again.
Raikou Rude count 2.
Yeah, now he's going to be looking around for these items. As we see, Czardia checking level 3. Oh, he's going back to level 3. Wait a minute, that's where our silver arrows are.
Yeah, that could turn the race in Czardia's favor.
Yeah, huge favor here. Looks like Raikou has frozen up here a little bit, so let's focus on Czardia here as he explores. Oh, there we go, he's back.
Ladder block.
What's the... And not only that, there is a Gleeok in that room, so no reason to fight him.
Yeah, I don't even think you can hit that Gleeok from that particular perspective. That Gleeok is ladder blocked as well, so Why be ladder blocked in a room with a Gliok?
Yeah, and I
That's
think
not a very good situation.
Yeah, this is, I believe, the room that RaikouRider wanted the blue ring for. Because there's a lot of sword beams flying around. Those do a lot of damage.
Yep, that can be scary to go against, too.
And there is a staircase for Czardia finding the silver arrows. And immediately gets out. He does not want to be here anymore.
And for that, I do not blame him.
Nor I. Oh, we have a diamond staircase here in level 8. But all these Lionels here, it's going to be hard to cliff in, but he does. It's a passageway, though, and there is at least one in level 8 normally. Ooh, okay. Gets past those red lamp molas. Kind of scary, those. And we find a room full of Lionels. I don't know what he's expected to kill from this room, but I would not stay here.
He might be trying to dig the triangle out of this room, which isn't a bad idea, but this is dangerous.
It might not even be in here. We don't have a compass.
Yeah, so he could be going off possibility here. Ooh, nice damage chain. He got it done. Got some health out of it, too, so that's definitely a plus.
We see Czardia back in 6, and we see one of those Superman handlers. They've rolled high in their HP. A bomb cannot kill them. There's the heart container on the ground for level 8.
One more away for a chance at the magical sword, and with how... Hey, this could be a seed where grabbing mags would be huge.
Would you grab mags, though? Considering we know there's a guaranteed white sword on the coast, you just need the ladder.
That's the thing.
And we've all but confirmed by now that the ladder is required.
Yeah, well, the thing is this: if you have a double shoot. That's got Lionels in the shoot. That's evil. Retreat, retreat, retreat.
Yep, getting out of there. I don't blame him. Run. Oh, and there's another ladder block here. Wouldn't it be funny if one of our ladder block dungeons actually wasn't ladder blocked, but you had to go around through a bomb wall to find the ladder?
I've seen that before. That's just evil.
In the forest is an entrance of death. That is our hint for level 9. Not that we need it. Oh, and Raikou has found another ladder block. And Czardia's found the Triforce in 6, but he's just gonna keep digging.
Yep, looks like we got ourselves another Rick 6. Raikou, gotta be careful. Gets out of that room on only half a heart, so there are times where you just retreat.
Thing is, I think he's ladder blocked here in 8.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Was he able to get to that diamond staircase at all, or no?
He was, but there was nothing in it.
And a death on Czardia side.
Yeah, it looks like RaikouRider is going to retreat for the time being and come back to this 8. So that means 8 does not have our ladder. So, given the information we have, it's either in 5, 6, 7? No. 7 of those are ladder block. Never mind. It's got to be in 1. And 1 is either ladder... One's got to be on the island. One of the islands.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. My instincts are saying, get on the island. But Czardia takes the death from a land mullet. Tried to hide in the doorway, but not hidden well enough.
Yeah, for those of you just tuning in, our raft is at level 2 up there at vanilla level 5. We have not checked either raft slot, as you can see on our map. But either one of them could be our entrance to level 1, and thus there's a high chance that our ladder is in there at this point.
Yeah.
As for the other items that we know of, we have the silvers in level 3. The 1 is in level 4, but we don't know which room. And that's it. That's how low of information we have in the seed, as Czardia gets the Triforce in 6.
With the white sword item being the any key, the coast item being the raft, and our Armus item being the heart container. That's all we know at this point in time. Oh, and Czardia.
You want to double? I'm sorry. You want to double check your notes there? The coast item is the white sword.
I thought that's what I said.
You said that the coast item is the raft.
My brain just went and cut one. Raikou's clipping over to get back to vanilla level 2.
This is great. This is great for him. He's going to grab the raft most likely, get the Triforce, and get out.
Yep. That would be the preferred play, and even if whichever he gets first, he's going to have to go back for the other. Now, he has to clear this room in order to proceed in the dungeon. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Was that what it sounded like? 7 rat sword? Oh gosh, that's just ridiculous. Ah, well, people say the darndest things.
Yeah. Can't blame him for you. And Czardia is checking for a bomb wall to try to get around any potential ladder blocks in this dungeon. Kind of a smart thing, but does not see one just yet.
Yeah, it might be a bit early for finding the bomb hole in 7, especially knowing there's a ladder block there.
And good point on Algernon. We know Raikou does not know where 5 is, but with the blue ring, he is more than well equipped enough to check, and we have the map for 2. We already know what it was, and we're fighting. And Czardia is fighting that Superman handler. Pretty scary thing, that.
Yep, because you're basically dropping at least 2 bombs to try and beat it. Does get a bomb drop from it, thankfully.
Yeah, and finds a room with a Korea, some Tektites, a Zol, and some Wallmasters.
Yeah, Wallmasters have never been a pleasant enemy in this series because they grab you and take you back to the beginning of the dungeon.
And it looks like they have neutral health, so they do not they're not beefy nor weak.
And we got the heart off the ground in 7. It was guarded by some keys.
And there's
not the strongest guards in the world. And now, hello, 3-headed Gleeok. Czardia is going for sword beams from the door.
Yeah, that only works for so long, if I recall right.
Yep, and that's run out of time. So now it's move in and strike.
And it's mainly because the floating hit. There's our map. Now, folks, look at that level 7 and flip it. That's our map for level 8. Although I think we have the map at level 8.
I didn't see that, but that ink blot, I'd say, looks like some sort of gas can.
Yeah, I can kind of see it. Okay, now this room might be big for Czardia. This is a potential push block room. If there's not a drop. No drop? No push block, though.
No drop, no dice. Yeah, I can sort of see that as a hot water heater. And that's another super beefy manhandler, and Czardia says, nope.
Nope, we are not doing that one. And another room full of enemies that could drop the Triforce, but not much else.
Yep, and RaikouRider just gave the old man the business for that double dragon-related hint. Or some skit that somebody mentioned. Yes, that manhandler could be guarding the Triforce, but since we don't know that, we are holding off on that because that would be quite time and resource consuming.
And RaikouRider has picked up the raft in level 2 and is going to collect the Triforce in a moment.
Yep, he just has to repush this block and then defeat
Oh, that Manhattan is guarding the Triforce.
Oh, Bob Saget, are you kidding me? That is just obnoxious.
What a cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah, very cruel, very unusual, and as the emote that our tracker J07 just put into chat hints, it is rude. Not just a little bit rude, it is rude to an extreme. As Raikou takes a death in the Triforce room. That is not going to be an easy room to dig a Triforce out of, but there is one worse up ahead. Ooh, and this could be a push block room in 7. But you gotta beat the bunnies to do it.
Yeah, and what the ironic thing is, you could kill all these bunnies and find the bow.
This randomizer could do that. That would just be rude on a completely different level. As Raikou gets the Triforce out of 2,
and there is no doubt in my mind that Raikou will be checking the islands.
Well, if he does, it would be a major divergence from what Czardia is doing. And if he does that and finds something required, then that could put the ball right in his court in terms of having an advantage.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if, he's going up these stairs. He's got full health. He can get past these blue Wizards with no problem.
And he just tanks the hits from a Dark Nut like a champ and is in level 5.
So we'll see if level 5 is the answer to our ladder problem, or is it here in level 7, or if we need to use that raft for level 1. We don't know yet, folks. Stay tuned. But while you're waiting here, hold on. It's a transport staircase. We knew there was one. And it takes them one room away.
That just puts them on a diagonal. It's like somebody dropped an S block in Tetris on top of the dungeon. And he just went diagonal on it.
Yes, Algernon. Piercing Mountain. That's a very commonly known trick. If you leave the dungeon and then re-enter, the uppermost door will always open. And a nice grab for RaikouRider grabbing clock. And unfortunately, Czardia up A's.
Yeah, he had one more room to go as well. I'm thinking that room had the item in it. And he's just like, nope.
No. He couldn't check it. He has no bombs.
Oh, that is a terrible time to run out of those. Raikou opts out of 5. Probably gonna get some bombs, but will he head for the coast?
It looks like he is heading to the coast, actually. He's gonna go right here, maybe? Yep. He's heading to that island, folks! Is the raft required? We're about to find out here as he goes to this island. We also haven't checked vanilla level 4 yet.
But
here, at this coast, it's a shop!
But with the rings. Yeah, that is quite funny, old man.
So, if the ladder is useful at all, we'll have level 1 at vanilla level 4.
I believe you mean the raft.
Did I say something else?
Ladder.
My mistake.
Everybody
We are looking at the ladder. It is like 10 o'clock on the East Coast here. Give me a little slack.
It's all good. It's already finding level 9, but nobody's heading into there just yet.
Yeah, for those of you who are new to seeing Zelda 1 for the first time, even in Randomizer, you still need to grab all 8 Triforce pieces in order to get in there.
The only way that that's not a case is if Open 9 is selected, And this is not one of those seeds. This is not that logic, so we are doing the whole shebang, getting the 8 Triforce pieces, beating Ganon, and rescuing Zelda.
Yeah, there's a lot of features in this randomizer. Some of them which we probably won't be using for the tournament, and one of the most notable ones is the boomstick, in which you can have explosions be at the end of your wand casts. You're not playing with that flag, though, at any point during this tournament, despite how fun it may sound. Here is the vanilla level 4 check. RaikouRider has found a secret. The raft is not required. Level 1 is out there somewhere.
Gotta be a power bracelet or recorder lake at this point. Power bracelet spot or recorder lake. Those are the only 2 things I can think of. So now we have 2 pressing questions. Where is either or?
I'm gonna raise you a question. Has anyone... I forget if anyone's checked the grave or vanilla level 6.
The grave? Oh, gee, that's a good point. I think that would be my next stop for either runner, but that's just me. Could one... Unless they did check both and we both missed it. Apparently Raikou checked, so we are needing the power bracelets. We got a chain reaction seed, whereas Raikou's just doing a quick dip into level 9 to do an up A continue to get up to 3 hearts from half.
And someone is saying that it's power bracelet blocked. Potentially. It could also be recorder blocked. We don't know. But I think we've checked everyone in the overworld thus far, so it is blocked by some form of progression. We just don't know which one. And we don't know which dungeon has it, because most of the items are ladder blocked.
Yeah, this is like... Yeah, this has turned out to be an extremely trolly seed. I played a jet seed earlier on the Zelda 3 randomizer. I sort of wish I had that type of luck I could transfer over to these guys to make this a little less painful. But unfortunately, I don't have that power.
Alright, it's back in 6, and is going to look around, hopefully, for an item. And Czardia is back in 7.
Yep, because it looks like we've got the item at one end of the dungeon, and the Triforce at the complete opposite. Game? That is extremely rude, because now you are being mean to our runners.
Wait a minute.
And that's not cool.
Wait a minute. We can get through level 7 without a ladder, right?
I believe so.
Call me crazy, but I think the ladder's in here. It has to be.
With how this is messed up, with how this dungeon looks,
I would not be surprised either. But if it's not here, then it's the item that we need to get into level 1, whatever that may be. And then level 1 has the ladder.
That's certainly possible, but you could also have a chain reaction go something like this. You could have 6. You could have whatever item gets picked up next lead to where level 1 is, be it at Recorder Lake or a Power Bracelet spot. Then that level has the item you need for the other one. No, that's not going to work, but in theory, that would be pretty dirty.
Yeah, and it looks like Czardia is trying to work his way to the south here. Trying to find that secret bomb hole.
That might be segmented.
No, he's already found the staircase. There it is. There's the bomb hole right at the start. But another ladder block.
Not to the north.
He can go north. He can try to go around. But he has to kill these gels from the other side. And they cooperate. And here's a potential staircase. Oh no! Aqua Ventus a race with a recorder. Level 1 has a recorder, so that means we are confirmed power bracelet block for level 1.
Oh boy, so we have got to get the recorder, the power bracelet, ASAP. That Goma. Oh boy, that's rude.
So the item here in 7 is light bow locked. Where does that put us in terms of regression?
Schadenfreude. That puts us in the middle of some serious Schadenfreude.
You know what I would do? We know Ford only has one item.
And
I would say
Ford to be the one.
Okay. Alright, we have Raikou dipping into level 7 here. Now, Raikou did not check, or Czardia rather, did not check the very northernmost room to see if that was where our item staircase is. Because that Goma, even though it may look like it's a bow block, may not be a push block room at all.
That's very true. That is very true. We just have so many blocks in this. This is getting nasty. And I have to agree with our tracker, JLo7. Hashtag blame TGE.
As much as I want to meme with that, I'm not going to.
Touche. And now I'm going to take on that manhandler. It's going to take at least 2 bombs, maybe more, to bring it down. Because it is that tough. But with a blue mail and all the health,
it took 2.
Get her done!
It took 2 extra sword slashes, so it's at max health. It is at 6 HP.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. But, well, hopefully there aren't too many of those. At least it's not a max HP Patra, heaven forbid.
Or Lamolas.
Got the heart, so now he can try and check Mags if he thinks it'll help, but it's only a 20% chance at this point. So that might be worth it, considering how this seed has gone. But if he doesn't get it, then he would have to find additional heart containers to take another shot at it.
Yeah, and the main thing here is that very northernmost room here in 7. I don't think Czardia had a bomb to check that room when he was first in here.
I think you're right. So that room, I am of the belief, has an item now. Ryan doesn't know this yet, but that room holds the Triforce. When he sees that, when he gets the compass out of this particular room, we might see another RaikouRider pop up on screen. Just saying.
Yes, I think he should find the map first. Because he needs that information. We know we can get all the way up there.
Well, boy.
Yeah.
Going for it! He's going for it!
Yeah, he knows that he has to defeat this thing.
He's
only one
bomb teeing off on it. Hence why I've been known to call the wood sword hacksaw Jim Duggan's 2x4.
Yeah, and there he goes.
He got him. Nice.
Very nicely executed. Very rarely.
Execution. That was brilliant.
Yeah, very, very shining example of a good fight there. You rarely see a wood sword wood sword manhandle a fight. That was a sight to see. Oh,
it definitely was. That was even better than an epic manhandler fight in Hyrule Warriors. Wait, what?
I have actually played Hyrule Warriors. I know what you're talking about. Those things are just... Those things are on Lamola annoyance levels.
Yep.
But anyway, these guys have been pounding away at the sea for about 67 minutes now. Make sure to give these guys a follow. They've been doing an excellent job trying to get through this troll seed.
Yep, but Raikou's looking for bomb holes. That one I don't think it's gonna... No, it's gonna lead him right to a Goma. Oh, here's a possibility. A Goma blocked item, but...
We are already aware of this room, though. Because...
Let's hope that doesn't have... Let's hope that isn't the case.
Yeah. Is there a shooter in this room? There is not. However, we haven't seen the very northernmost room of this level. Now, there are push blocks there. And yeah, he's now confirmed with his mind that Raikou's now confirmed that the power bracelet is required. At least as far as he's concerned.
Well, we know... Well, we basically... For all intents and purposes, we know that we need the power bracelet. It's a matter of where. It could easily be in 7. Hey, Czardia could be closing in on it in 6 because the room that he's in fighting these Gyptos with is a push block room. And this block pattern is helping him against them in that regard. The only problem here, I think, might have... No, that was a shoot room that had a Lionel.
Yeah, this is... Basically, the first person to find an atom is an item is going to have a huge advantage going forward. This is not a push room.
Well, if we were looking for atoms,
these blocks,
that would be a sign. That would be The Legend of Zelda: Science of the Triforce.
These
out in 2050.
These blocks could be pushed though here in Czardia. He's resetting the room here, and that's smart because sometimes the priority list for the enemies, as you can see, isn't necessarily always going to be one enemy. Unfortunately, he broke that buyer with a torch, so it'll come back. He didn't technically kill it. He needs to use a bomb.
Yep, now he's got to deal with the Lionel.
Takes care of it nice quickly. And there's a push block. Here in 6, what do we find?
Touchdown!
It's the item.
That's the ladder. Touchdown, Czardia.
Level 6 is the answer to all of our problems.
Yep, and now expect a chain reaction of found items in levels where we had ladder blocks.
Not just found items, but found Triforce pieces as well. He has a huge advantage.
Yep, that he does, and this was definitely the dirty type seed. And he's going for the white sword, and quite frankly, I don't blame him at all because this has been a rough combat seed for both of our runners. And that is going to really save Czardia in this case.
Yeah, especially because he hasn't bothered getting the money to buy the blue ring yet. He's still on green tunic, even though it doesn't look like that.
Yep, that's how his Link sprite looks, so it will appear as though he is on a maroon Waluigi tunic. Waluigi! But in reality, that's just the green tunic color of his game. And yes, power bracelet still has to be found. We still have to find the bow. And we don't know if the recorder is needed or not. I mean, you could have the bow being blocked by, of all things, a dig dogger, which you would need the recorder for, so we're not done yet.
No, but at this point, considering what we know, as far as finding the dungeons goes, we do not need the recorder. And we have yet to see if a recorder is required for the dungeons, so as far as we're aware, it's not required at all. And Czardia is going back to level 4 to get the wand.
Not just the wand, but this is our first chance of even getting a look into level 4 because of such an early ladder block. And bye-bye Dodongo.
Has the bomb that way. Gonna check that way first.
Yep, apparently level 4 having trouble hearing of doors and bridges.
Oh, did Raikou go south in this room?
He could if he's able to take out this particular manhandler, but he's gonna have to do it with a sword. 1 bomb left. Almost has it. Just has to hit him a few more times. And he got him, and he gets bombs dropped in the corner for as a prize.
And some health as well. And this room is just some blue Lemolas!
Oh,
and
jeez, out of the frying pan into the fire! As Czardia gets the wand relatively early in 4, but oh my goodness, this is scary. Blue Mill basically kept Raiko alive there.
Yes, and I want to point out here, folks, that Czardia will be using as we... Oh, wow, segment 4. Czardia will be using a trick in which he attacks with both the wand and the sword simultaneously, and basically layering on both damage values to do 4 damage.
Yep, and that damage value gets even higher when you factor in the magical sword, assuming he finds it. And now we see where the Triforce is in 4. Just has to head one more room north and hope for a clean pickup. And this would probably be the easiest dungeon he's had all seed. Sad thing is, I'm not joking.
Fred! That's the vanilla room, Fred.
Bird! Yeah, 6 out of 6... Now 7 out of 16 Triforces combined. Yeah, this has been a rough seed for our runners.
Sports Show, to answer your question, we only just now found the ladder not even 10 minutes ago. That is what stalled us. Half of these dungeons have been ladder blocked.
Raiko gets the compass in 8. Very laggy room with all those projectiles flying around.
And we have a staircase here, Nate. This might be an item.
Nice clip.
It is an item. It is our bow!
Ooh, RaikouRider might have just put himself back into this race with that pickup. Because you know you need the bow every game in order to beat Zelda 1. And now he's going to start being able to fire silver arrows. Manhandler, look out!
That's actually a bad thing. Because that's going to lure the traction to 7, which does not have the stepladder. He needs that stepladder in 6 to basically be in go mode.
Not so fast. We know where power bracelet blocked. We don't know where that is. We don't know where level 1 is. So we're still 2 items away from go mode. And level 8 has 1 more item in it. It's just a question of where it is.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to get at here, is that he's going to be attracted away from the actual ladder location, which is Dungeon 6.
That is true, and and the bow is not an easy item to dig out this seed at all. My, oh my.
Well, that's true that it is only a few rooms in, but he would be going fairly long ways to get through levels. It'll probably I'm getting tongue tied. Sorry. It'll take him a while to go.
Go ahead.
It'll probably take him a while to get through level 6. And the longer he waits, is the more advantage Czardia has to gain a lead on with Triforces.
Even so, it looks like RaikouRider's pulling a Rick 6 here. Checking a couple more rooms. This is a push block room, so this could be the second item, but it's not.
Oh, it depends. Is there a Wallmaster? Nope.
No, that room was clean. There were no wall masters in it. It was just a case of there being no push block. And that Gleok's not going to help matters any.
There's the Triforce, just lying on the ground.
Czardia takes a death, and I think Raiko's just going to pick it up at this point. That he does.
Yep. So the only advantage that Raiko could have is to grab mags.
At 10 hearts, it's only a 20% probability, but with how rough the combat has been this seed, it would be worth it if he were so fortunate for this to be a 10-heart mag seed. Only problem with that is, at 8 hearts, Czardia would only be 2 away.
Yeah, but Czardia has White Sword, and I doubt he'll go for mags because of it.
Well, true point there. But now he's got a ways to go. Raiko has a ways to go to get to level 6, which is where our ladder is hiding. Looked like he was trying to do a... No, he was not trying to do a screen scroll there.
And our level 6 is right next to the Magic Sword Cave, so it will not be a very big check. Cybertron X, Bo was in 8. Very deep in 8, I might add.
Yeah, they had to dig that thing out with a backhoe. Nice enemy evasion on Raikou's side. Czardia is trying to get back into level 5.
And there's Raikou in level 7. Thankfully, it's not too far away from level 6, so he won't be hurt that bad.
Yeah, because we know where the item is in... Well, we suspect where the item is, I should say. I mean, here's another possibility, too. He's going after this Goma, which is not that deep in at all. I mean, this could be a transport staircase.
No, we've already found the transport staircase. This is our item.
It is, and it's a power bracelet! We got ourselves a chain reaction seed!
That's... I hope he goes to 6. I hope he goes to 6. Please go to 6. Looks like he's going to 6.
And RaikouRider count for this seed? 3.
Yeah, he's going to check mags here, I think. Maybe? No?
Nah, I think he's gonna need some health, and he's gonna need it fast.
Going to... No, he's checking power bracelet spot.
Power bracelet spot. This could be big if it's level 1.
Power bracelet required.
That's the post power bracelet spot. We were power bracelet required.
Now this being where power bracelet where level 1 is actually good for RaikouRider. Because 6 is just right next door, and that means he can go in and get a step ladder after he's done clearing this place out. And because we know, we know that level 1 has a recorder. So in terms of all of our progression items, we're in no mode.
Yep, we know what we gotta get, where to get them. It's just a case of our runners putting the pieces together, and Czardia is taking a beating from a Patra.
Ouch, yeah, Patra's not exactly a fun enemy boss set to deal with.
Especially the Expando Patras, and the Patra's ring just took down Czardia.
And we have a map of level 1, and name that ink blot.
Looks like a slug. Or a caterpillar.
I'm gonna say it's Convertigo. And there's our other hint. Red ring is in level 1.
So now we know the items are level 1. Tutti Flutti, red ring. And it doesn't matter which order they drop in, because they're both worth digging up.
Yes. Now, folks, let me give you our item run. There's our recorder, by the way.
There's a recorder guarded by a Patra in a room that Raikou's not even gonna mess with that Patra. That Patra can just go on and live in peace.
And let me give you guys an item rundown here as we are now kicking off our item collection here. Level 1 has the red ring and the recorder, as we now know from hints. Level 2 is the raft. Level 3, the silver arrows. Level 4, the wand. Level 6, the ladder. Level 8 has the bow. The coast item is the white sword. The white sword cave is the any key, and the armors item is the heart container. Combined with all that knowledge here, we do not know where the book, we don't know where the book, actually we do know where the power bracelet is. What am I talking about? It's in 7.
Power bracelet was in 7.
I forgot to mark that.
Raikou gets red ring. And that extra heart container that he found from the dungeon heart container in level 1 now gives him a 40% chance of picking up max.
Yes.
And yes, I agree. RaikouRider count 4.
Yes, and for our 4 remaining items, folks, is the book, the red candle, and both boomerangs. And as a result, one of the boomerangs is in level 5 or 8, so level 9, that's either one boomerang in an item, or both boomerangs are in 5 and 8, respectively.
Yep, definitely possibilities there. And, Raiko, where are you going? You need to go into 6.
He's checking. He's checking mags.
Yep. Is this it?
It is!
Get the heck out of here, Seed! The offensive power just went way up on Raiko's side.
Get bunched back into the cave by the Wizards here. Oh no, he is not going to 6. Where are you going?
It's not like you can afford bombs anyway, and there was a bomb upgrade in level 1 at 118 rupees. Czardia would be able to afford that at this point. However, Raiko would not be able to, as Czardia has the Triforce out of 5, and Raiko totally faked us out. He is going into 6.
Yes, and this is an important dip into level 6 here, because this is where our stepladder is. Pretty deeply buried, but RaikouRider now has all the damage he never needs. He just needs to dig it out for the item, and he'll be in go mode.
Yep, this is why we call it no mode, because we know where the things are that need to be picked up. Our players don't, but we do. Some would say that gives the commentators an advantage, but we're not playing the game, so it only matters for our knowing and the knowing of the viewers.
Yes, and for those of you who are not aware of how we do things here, neither one of these runners knows where the other one are and does not see this chat. If they sort of peek or in any way, they are technically cheating and are disqualified, and their race counts as a loss.
I know it's not relevant, but part of me is curious if those blue landmillers would drop anything if they were defeated. And the bomb upgrade is 3 bombs and an inflated rate. Because we found one in 5. Could be better, could be worse.
I mean, you can go, hey, you want this? Well, you don't really need this seed, but I guess I can give you 3, I guess. And level 5 has our scrap metal.
Yep, level 5 has the inferior model.
So that puts...
Oh, no, Raiko, where are you going? You gotta go back into 6, because that's where the ladder is, dude! There are other members of chat saying no. And I'm pretty sure it's partly for that, part of it for the inferior model. And, yeah, agreed, J-Lo. Not like this.
Not like this, not like this. Where is he going, even?
Judging by where he just landed, I would say level 5. He will be able to dig that out, but when he sees the inferior model there, he's gonna be basically left wondering.
He can't get the inferior model in there. It's ladder blocked.
Yeah, so now where is he? Now I'm totally confused as to where he's going.
He's going to 4. Why did he take such a roundabout way to go to 4? Okay, now he's just straight up confusing me.
I'm extremely confused. If he's going back to 8, he's wasting his time.
Yeah, especially because he has the recorder. He can just whistle there.
Yeah, well, yeah, true. I'd be tilted too with a seed like this. Sometimes you just have to hit the reset button on a seed, and that can be tough mid-seed to mentally reset. I would know, because I've had seeds where I've had to mentally reset quite a bit. Now, what Czardia doesn't know is that he has to go up to 8, get the bow, and come back to 7 to get the item. He might be thinking what I was thinking, and that the item is in the top corner. That is not the case in this particular...
He's going to check it all the same, though, and confirm for us what was up there. Meanwhile, Raikou is going to dig the second item out of 8, which will tell us what our items are in level 9, folks.
Yep, problem being is that it's not the step ladder, so Raikou is barking up the wrong tree here.
Yes, and he is most indeed tilted because he already beat this dungeon. He could have just whistled up here. He walked. And he might be thinking that, unfortunately.
Yeah, but
Which
here's my
would be
train of thought here. Let me just play along here. We just saw a room that was ladder blocked. What's not a Chevy room in it, which we know is a definitive ladder block room. Now, what's not to say that there's a way to the second item on the other side of that ladder block, which would make the second item in 8 a ladder block by definition. We don't know that, though.
And we're getting some information here that RaikouRider is actually doing some mapping here in 8. He is desperately looking for the other item.
Yep, as far as 7 goes, Czardia is about to take that manhandler out using the wand, going for projectile spam. However, has to hit 1 heart strats, so this could be rough.
Very nice.
Nicely done, Czardia.
Grabs the jar for set of 7 and moves on.
Now here's the thing. He has to go to 8, dig the bow out very deep out of the dungeon, come back to 7 to get the power bracelet, and then he'll have access to level 1 and be in go mode.
Yeah, I don't see what Raikou is doing, but hopefully he gets through this place.
Yeah, he's near where the Triforce was, and he's trying to bomb around in this part of the dungeon, but I don't think the bomb holes led anywhere.
No, I think he's blowing up the wrong side of the dungeon here.
Yeah.
It looks like it's more than likely ladder locked at this point.
Yeah, the second item is ladder blocked, which means it's either Lord Banana, the red candle, or the book.
And whatever's not in here is in level 9.
Absolutely. That bomb did put him out of bombs, and he is not going to find it here, so send some vibes to Rai.
Found some bombs.
But he did find bombs.
But he's in the upper left corner of the dungeon, so he can't bomb anywhere else. And there's our mugger. It's max bombs or money.
Ooh, that's brutal. Couldn't it have been keys?
But it was in a room that he had to bomb into, so that one was not that bad. Come on, go to 6, Raikou.
That's precisely what I was thinking.
He went to 1. And he's gonna go to 6 from here. Yes, 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 yes! No!
Well, looks like he was just killing the Wizrobe for bombs, at least. So that's a thing, I guess.
Come on, there you go, Raikou.
Yep, he was bombing up the wrong tree, auto-shy, bombing up, barking up, same difference. Now, this is a tough dungeon to navigate, but we do know that the ladder is buried deep in here. And when I say deep, I mean wicked deep.
Yeah, hopefully, because I keep saying the wrong runner, RaikouRider will find his ladder soon enough and be in go mode. He'll know it once he sees it. But we're an hour and 31 minutes in the seed. Again, the mind games are settling in even more so now because both runners are worried about when's the dot done? When's the dot done?
At this point, I'd be thinking the exact thing. Because usually, I play A Link to the Past Randomizer, I'm usually asking where's the dot done about 90 minutes into a seed. That's where it typically starts. For Zelda 1 Randomizer, that typically starts, I'd say, around the 55, 60 minute mark. The fact that we are an hour and 31 minutes in, and we've yet to find, basically yet to have a runner in go mode. This is a nasty seed. Like, there is no questioning it or doubting it in my mind. This seed is nasty.
And we more or less confirmed that RaikouRider has a way to find the bomb hole.
Yep, Hyrule's famous, or rather infamous, game show.
Tristel, Bo is in 8. Stepladder here is in 6. And Raikou has to bail out. He is out of bombs.
Thankfully, the red wizards on the next screen do drop bombs, so he just has to keep farming the heck out of that screen just for bombs, and hopefully he'll get lucky and get a couple bomb drops. Cyberchow, I would be led to believe that Czardia is, if he has not realized that Power Bracelet is required, he is soon going to.
Yeah, we know that the there's a ladder blocked item in 8. We know there is we know the bow is in 8, 6. So whoever gets the item first, the other item first, is in pretty much go mode. Czardia will have to do a little bit more work to get to his true go mode, and Raikou has found the hidden bomb hole. I think this is where the path is.
I believe you're right, and it was a rather unusual bomb hole, too. Most of the time, bomb holes statistically are towards the center of the map. This one was the polar opposite, going the other direction, and the Raikou Road pops up on screen for the 5th time this seed, because there is the ladder at an hour 33:45. RaikouRider has hit go mode. He'll just need to jump into 4 and 5, get the triangles out of each, and then take right off. Yes,
and we see Czardia in level 8, so this is going to come down to how much RaikouRider wastes time in there.
The other question is, how efficient is this level 4 and 5 going to be? Because if memory serves me, Czardia didn't have to go very far into a segmented level 4 just to get the Triforce. And that Dodongo is not doing him any favors, but he got him. Now he's playing Find the Bomb Hole in this room again, and it is off to the right here. He got it.
Yep, and he'll get his wand as well if he wants. I believe it's in this room right here.
Yeah, stacked with the magical sword, that'd be doing 5 damage. With that is basically hitting like a truck in this game. There it is.
And there's the wand.
Picking it up. Oh, 6 damage? Oh, 4 plus 2. Thanks for the correction, chat.
Yeah, and now he just has to find the Triforce 4, get to 5, which is not an ideal location, but he can just flute to 2 and get there, and then he can flute to... Where's our 9? Actually, he can just up A and get to his 9, and then take the healing fountain nearby.
Yep, and on his last bomb, finds the way forward, and the door's not opening because there's a couple wall masters to deal with, and now he's going to see where it is, and while a bomb would have done the trick, it looks like just going through doors will work just as fine because that bomb hole was optional. Groupie boss, toughest boss in the game.
Yeah, I don't know how you defeat it. He's immune to everything. And yes, right there in the vanilla room.
Yep. And
we already said it.
Probably saying, and I'm pretty sure Raikou's saying it as well, Fred. As Czardia finds the wrong part of the shoot room in 8. Oh, shoot. And now Raikou's just gonna pull out Tooty Flutie and gonna fly out of there before the enemies get to him.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, and it looks like he got a very fortuitous flute right over to where level 2, Vanilla 5 is, where level 2 is, in the Lost Hills. So that's a very good flute right there.
Actually, you can control where the flute takes you just by reusing it a couple times. It goes through a cycle.
Not anything that I've learned how to do. It has been years since I've played Zelda 1.
It's actually quite simple. It's just you use the flute over and over again. And it just keeps rolling to the next part of the cycle before the warp gets you.
Yep. Now, I don't remember how far in Czardia had to go for 5 to get the Triforce out of here. Hopefully this is not a bomb hole. Oh, God, that might be a bomb hole situation. Because if it is, Raikou's in trouble because he's out of bombs. He has to up A out for that reason.
And these are not good enemies to grind on. Dark maybe.
Yeah, but blue Wizrobes on the same screen, that's just a recipe for trouble.
Yeah, bow innate to Operation 7 to get to level 1, basically. Yeah, Jeff, that is essentially how the seed goes.
Yep, it was certainly chain reaction, and you absolutely needed the ladder to even take a sniff of a level 4.
And Czardia knows what the Triforce is here in 8, but he needs the bow out of here to be in his to be on his way to getting go mode himself. And I believe it's guarded by this Manhandla.
Yeah, he wasn't able to get the block clip, so this might be a situation of basically just no, he got the clip, never mind. I was going to suggest fighting the Manhandla. Czardia's got it. Oh, sniffle level, that I was thinking of canine terminology there. Don't mind me, chat.
Yeah, now with everything in their disposal, Czardia might pick up the recorder just in case, but it's not required by any rest of the world.
Yeah, because you're not going to find any sort... Because Dig Doggers won't be in 9. The boss enemy in there's always Patra.
Yeah, we haven't seen any Dig Doggers this seed.
Maybe they're all on vacation at a Dig Dogger resort. Not that we would know what that would look like, it's just, I'm just using my imagination here.
And there's our map in 5.
Okay, going off of that ink blot, which looks like a gunship dropping troops to me, I'm thinking it's somewhere in the upper left. I'm not sure, but I'm right. I see what you did there, Sports FA. Well played.
Yeah, we are getting close to the hour and 45-minute mark here. This seed is in Dragon on. Both these runners are very fatigued right now, probably tilted. Make sure to give them a follow. They deserve it. This seed has been kind of brutal.
Yeah, you hear stories of brutal randomizer seeds. This is one of them, and Raikou takes a Patra down. Not gonna ladder clip just yet because wanted to get the bombs, then ladder clip. Well played.
Yes, he just needs to find the Triforce here. He doesn't need the item. And it looks like these moblins didn't roll too high in their health.
Then again, he does have the magical sword, so they'd pretty much go down in one hit anyway, unless they rolled high.
Yeah, extremely high. Even with +1, they'll still die in one hit.
Yeah, I believe Raikou's very close. I want to say it's... And instead of bringing him a shrubbery, he whacks him with a sword below the belt.
And this is the staircase here in 5. It's our transport staircase. There is always one transport staircase. We'll see where this goes. Right to the diamond staircase he didn't take before.
Rude.
And Chad is bringing a good point. Czardia might go back and dig level 8 thinking that's where the power bracelet is.
It wouldn't be a bad play, however... Oh wait, bomb hole. This is a bomb hole down.
To another room. Well, you don't know where this is going to go, I don't think. Is this the way to the Triforce?
It might be. He might be on the right path. I had a hunch that maybe...
Maybe. Let's see.
No, it is!
There's the Triforce! So, now we're ready to go into level 9. Now, RaikouRider needs to... I was about to say it. RaikouRider needs to see and hear... Use those senses of his to find Ganon and Zelda. He needs his ears so that he can hear the roar of Ganon. If he does, he has one room adjacent to him, north, south, east, or west. And he has to use his eyes because he's looking for a single shutter door that does not open when he kills all the enemies in the room. That is where the kidnapped is. In this case, it will be Zelda. Sometimes, you, depending on your sprites, you can have free rescuing someone else. Also, the only exception to the single shutter door is Ganon. As well, one other thing to help him out is that there are 4 potential hints they can find, 3 rooms to find them in, but they can be community hints, or they can be muggers. And we're already bomb blocked here at 9.
Yep, and we're into 9 at an hour 43:27, which... That should tell you how rough this seed has been right there. This has been amongst the roughest seeds I've seen in a while.
Yeah. We have a staircase here in level 9. Does he take it? He's gonna kill the enemies first. This cannot be his way to Zelda.
Now, at this point, the staircase is you keep a mental notice to where they are, because
okay, this one's just a free staircase. He has to check it. Come on.
No.
No.
Now, generally, some runners will not check a staircase unless they have to. And meanwhile, Raikou's gonna be taking on and taking out a Patra.
Nicely done.
Zelda's not there. To lead to another Patra. Now, here's an interesting note about Patra. Is that again, it's not in his room, but a Patra is. Holy cow, all these Patras. Now, when a Patra is in a room, you will not be able to hear Ganon's roar except for one frame of sound that a Patra's roar makes. It's something that I've never heard myself because I wouldn't know how to look for it, but if it's a specific frame on an audio glitch where if you pick it up, then you could locate the pig. However, if you can't, then it'll sound like Patra is drowning out Ganon's roar, in which case you have to beat the Patra, exit the room, and head back in to hear the roar of the beast.
We're seeing a ladder check here. It is a passageway. Then we have 6 passageways here and 2 item staircases for a total of 14 staircases. This level 9 is pretty massive as well, taking up most of the grid that you cannot see here right now. And we have another item staircase here, but we also have some bats, and the door opens. That's not Zelda's room.
No, but the room to the north has ourselves a pig, because, ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon! And he's about to be bacon, as it's only 4 hits with the magical sword.
I also like to point out that he's in a moat room.
I remember
So the ladder was 100% required this run, and ladies and gentlemen, we have bacon. All RaikouRider needs to do is find Zelda.
Yep, as Czardia has found the power bracelet in 7, that puts him in go mode.
Yes, unfortunately, I have been told that we need to keep our interview short, so we'll just get Raikou in here, give him some congratulations, and have him run through the seed real quick. When he does finish, if he wants an interview.
Alright, yeah, this has been a very long seed. You know, old man, we're not going to stay a while and listen because we don't have all day.
Unfortunately, that could be a big problem if that ate the hint for Zelda. The other 3 hints, by the way, are where the beasts are, which we don't need. Where the silvers are located, we don't need that one either. Or where the compass is. That's probably the only one we want to see right now.
Yeah, here's an interesting twist about the compass, is that you could have the compass be in the kidnapped's room. That is a rarity. However, that is a situation that if it does happen, you will see the kidnapped guard's compass. I was raised by a cup of coffee.
Probably sounds good right about now. But unfortunately, that's our second hit eaten up by community hints, so...
So that leaves one possible helpful hint out there. Now, the second room in 9 from the entrance is always going to be sealed up, and those doors will not open unless you have all 8 Triforce pieces.
Yes, if you try to go in here before, that's just... there's an old man guarding the entrance that basically says, no, you're not going in yet.
Yeah, and then in the randomizer, the text is replaced with something that's written from the community. Basically, a community hint stopping you from entering 9.
And unfortunately, that is not going to help you at all. And we found the map in 1 for Czardia.
And Czardia has found level 1, found the map. Also has the meat, which is not going to be needed in this particular seed.
Well, the meat does have a second function, as we find what looks to be a stealth staircase here. That second function being it can lure enemies so that you can deal with them easier.
We don't see a lot of that function of the meat, though. Although, just thought I'd float this out there for the community to ponder. Would it be possible to utilize that for an RNG manipulation? Sure, you'd have to get a second meat in a run, but would that be viable, or am I just talking nonsense?
You're talking nonsense. The only RNG manipulation is the item count, and that can just be done by hitting one of the NPCs in the dungeon, because you get a kill sign every time. Triforce for Czardia in level 1 just needs to go to 9 now.
Yep, and Raikou is... well, clock is ticking, so...
Yeah, Kriznav is telling you right now that a meat is not consumed when you use it for its bait purpose, but it's only used if you use it to get rid of the meat block.
That's good to know.
And Czardia now has the magic sword.
That evens out the offense playing field.
As does the hardest playing field. Although, I think the advantage now lies in Czardia. Even though we have RaikouRider just needing to find Zelda, he could lose all his progress here by taking a death, and I don't think he has a potion. Oh, but that door opened!
Did he... not sure if he saw it, though. He saw it, though, but no, he's going the wrong way. Uh-oh, hopefully he swings back around.
Down there's Zelda!
That door opened. That is where Zelda is. Ladies and gentlemen, get out your GGs for RaikouRider, who has finished the race with the win with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 50 minutes, 45 seconds.
I am now asking RaikouRider if he wants to be interviewed here. And I believe RaikouRider is in here. GG's, man. Walk us through the scene here. We gotta read fast here.
Wolf Link, you're banned.
I didn't mention it to our chat yet, but I was the one who rolled the seed in the SRL room.
Oh, maybe it's a good thing I haven't started rolling seeds yet.
The only thing that I have to say about that seed, other than that isn't family friendly, is I would rather play a Seawolf seed.
We gotta reach fast
Oh,
here.
that is savage right there.
I didn't mention it to
I've
chat yet,
seen
but,
some of the seeds Seawolf has dealt, and he has dealt some rough ones.
Oh, maybe I do apologize for how bad the seed turned out, RaikouRider, but again, walk us through it here.
Meanwhile, Czardia is taking on a Patcher in Ganon's room. Not sure why Patcher's guarding the place and the pig's not here himself, but it's whatever at this point.
But yeah, RaikouRider, that ladder did troll you, I will admit.
But what really made the difference in this seed is, while Czardia was still looking around for other things, you found the bow out of 8 when he had ladder, but you had the bow first. That led you to getting the power bracelet first, which we found out was Goma blocked, so that worked out really well.
So basically what happened was with the enemies, that when I saw the overworld had like all the hard enemies, I was thinking everything would be easy, but of course there were five, which is the most there can be of that Lionel like Gibdo set. And, like, every single dungeon at that point was just awful. Then mid-game, when I bought the blue ring, I felt comfortable going into dungeons, and then I found that I was ladder blocked out of 4, I was ladder blocked out of 5, I was ladder blocked out of 6, I thought the other item in 8 was ladder blocked, so I just wasn't sure where to look for it, and then I'm thinking, I need to go in 8 to look for this ladder, because it might be in there, and I found the diamond block room, or not the staircase, but like the diamond block room with the Goma and 7, and I was thinking, what if the item in there is progression and I need to get the bow out of either 6 or 8? And I went in 8, found the bow all the way in the corner, behind multiple bomb walls, thanks game. Then, as soon as I found the bow, I looked around a little bit more and then immediately went back to 7. And when I found the bow or the power bracelet in 7, I'm like, because I knew by hint that had to be the item that opened up 1, because I found a hint that Recorder was in 1, and my heart about sank when I found the red ring in 1, and I'm like, wait, what? The ladder's not here? So then I frantically started bombing around in 6 and 8, looking for the ladder. I think I went in each dungeon probably 3 or 4 times, bombed everywhere up in that top left corner, and then I'm like, wait, I haven't bombed around the very bottom row. And of course, the ladder is in the very bottom left corner of level 6.
Yeah, that was dirty. That was a dirty place to hide the ladder game. And I have to agree with the 5 Raikou rudes that were posted on your screen, because this seed was very rude.
And, and once again, I do apologize for rolling such a bad seed. At least the ruby prizes were okay.
Yeah, the money was very playable, and that was really what let me get the blue. But the worst part of it is that ladder was blocking pretty much everything that you wanted. When I got the hint that the wand was in 4, I got pretty excited, and then I immediately got ladder blocked. I found the white sword on the coast, and that was ladder blocked. The red ring was very difficult to get to because you needed to get the bow out of a dungeon that I originally left because the combat sucked. So everything that makes combat easier was blocked in places that just had really bad combat.
Yeah. But hey, you pulled through and you're moving on, so what are your thoughts on your opponents going forward here?
I need to see who I'm up against, actually. Do you have that? If not, I'll look it up.
I do not have that up right now, no.
I'll check real quick.
Hold tight, I'm on it.
Meanwhile, Czardia has found Ganon, and it's time for him to fight the pig.
I'm gonna see if I can find it first.
I'm just about to have that up. Oh, wait, challenge me.
Sports just said you'll be facing the winner of Slittic and Ryan 7.
I'm pretty confident that I can beat either of those two.
Alright. I will. I'm gonna try not to do any more of your races. Or at least, if I am, I'm not going to activate the. I'm not going to be the one to hit dot tourney.
We had a So while we're waiting for Czardia to finish, I'll tell you a little story. We had I think it was Thursday at SGDQ, or not SGDQ, at AGDQ, the most recent one. I think it was Thursday evening. We had a 15-way live randomizer race between the casual room and the practice room, and nobody wanted to deal because, like, pretty much everybody who was banned from dealing was in that race. So I asked Sharky2107. He's done a lot of commentary in this tournament. I asked him to deal, and we had like 15 people, and they, like, most of them were really, really good. To give you an idea of like how bad that seed was and the talent we had in that race, I got like 11th place out of 15. I think it was like CJ, Lack Attack, Toaster, RC Drone, like pretty much all the good players were in that race, and there were only 4 sub 130s. Because the key to that seed was you had to go in this Wizrobe Darknut level 1 to get the raft, because the only 2 damage weapon that was easy to access was the White Sword, and the White Sword was in a raft block too. Wand and Silvers were in 9, and CJ got like a 116 on that, and the other sub 130s were only like 120, like 128, 129. I think RC Drone got like a 132 on that seed, and even Lack didn't even. Not even Lack got a sub 130. It was crazy.
Speaking of the seed is done as Zara is clocked in with an official SRL time of 1 hour 59 minutes 21 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, get out your GGs for our runners, because this was a challenge of a seed, that's for sure.
I was gonna say nice puzzle seed, but the combat in the seed was awful too. GG for finishing that, Czardia. That was...
We're about to get Czardia in here.
Okay.
Maybe.
Sorry, I'm just a little bit bewildered after that one. Like, I was trying to figure out what was taking so long the whole time.
And
yeah, that seed would have had me bewildered.
And here, welcome Czardia. Well, walk us through it.
Well, you know, what can I say, really? That was the most atrocious seed I've ever done. I've done a lot of atrocious seeds. That topped them all. I've never seen anything like this, and it would only come in one of my races. I think just about every tournament seed I've had, this entire tournament has been absolutely atrocious.
Welcome to my world in the first tournament we ran.
Well, yeah, we have to keep the short here. But so, yeah, walk us through this. What was the most annoying part for you, Czardia?
The whole thing. I mean, the whole thing was annoying. Overworld enemies. You had fireball rooms. You had fireball rooms with traps in them. You had bubbles. You had Lionels. You had Patras. Everything was scattered on the overworld. Ladder blocked White Sword. Several ladder blocks in the dungeons. Ladder itself was in a crazy spot through a bomb hole guarded by Lionels, and I think that was a bubble room too.
It was.
This whole seed was just a nightmare.
Oh, absolutely. Czardia, did you get mags?
I did pick up mags before going into 9.
I actually picked it up. That might have made a difference in the races. I actually picked up mags when I was searching for the ladder still, because what I did was I when I went to go into level 6, since Mags was right next door, I misread my map and I accidentally went into the cave with Mags in it, and I'm like, oh, I have 11 hearts, might as well check it. Cool. And that helped a lot in 9, as well as just 6 and 8, because this seed, even after you were able to like get your feet on the ground with, say, like Blue Ring, it was just one giant game of find the bomb hole.
It was, and then you had to find the power bracelet, and it was arrow blocked in 7. I went 2 or 3 times into 7 trying to find the item, found nothing. I only found one good hint, which was the wand in 4, which didn't do me any good. I found the sword in the absolute last overworld spot I could have found it, guarded by blue wizrobes.
Oh, I found the sword in like 4 minutes. I was pretty happy about that.
I had sword at 30 plus minutes.
Oh, geez. Ouch. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, as much as I want to keep this interview going here, we do have to wrap it up here a little bit. So, folks, if you want to see a little bit more Zelda 1 randomizer action, we actually have a race coming up in about 15 minutes on Speed Gaming 4. We have Ta 909 versus Parachuva 1. That should be a great match to watch.
Oh, that'll be a great match to watch.
I'll be looking forward to that. GG, everyone. Thanks to Randomania, Zelda Tournament staff, everyone. And yeah, next year, I think I need to select someone to roll my seed specifically, because this has been an immaculate streak.
I think I'm done rolling seeds for a little while.
There's a very good reason why I don't roll seeds, and this is one of them.
Well, anyway, from our tracker, J-Lo, from our researcher, Crimson Avex, and my partner here, who you should all, Leslie Pro, who you all follow, as well as our runners here, RaikouRider and Czardia. I've been Wolflink0370. We shall see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Later, everyone.
Have a good night, guys.